Hey YouTube. Okay, I got a question for today. Today's question: should everybody come out? Seems to be in the air. Should everybody come out? Let me tell you this. I think coming out of the closet, being yourself and being who you are, claiming, naming, and claiming who you are, to not be ashamed of who you are, I think it's one of the greatest experiences a gay person can have. I just believe that. I just believe it's so freeing for me. For me, but now I don't put that on everybody because it's not freeing when someone forces you out. It's not freeing uh, when you are accused and have to constantly defend yourself until you finally just give up the battle and just say, "Okay, I'm gay." There's nothing freeing and wonderful about that. You look at people like look how long it took Anderson Cooper to come out. I mean, of course he had the perfect excuse. Listen, I'm in a job where I'm traveling different countries, people where it is illegal to be gay. I cannot afford for my career to be out, kind of thing. And he told himself these things and told himself these things. And when it was his time, because apparently many people in New York were already aware of the fact that he was gay, but he chose to stay in the closet. He chose not to address his sexuality. When he came out, it was a freeing and wonderful thing for him, I'm sure, because that's what he wanted to do. You have to want to do it, I think is what I'm saying. You have to want to do it. You have to come to that place where you know what? I want to be fully who I am. And I don't give a damn how anyone feels about it. Some of us, I remember some of the kids in high school, they had no choice. They were just out. Many people I've talked to through the years, I'm 60 years old, talked to a lot of people. They they had no choice but to be out. They always had mannerism. It was always so obvious. The family already knew long before they even knew. In many cases, I know my own case. I remember I was 8 years old, and I'm sure I'm not going to use no names, but some friends, no, mostly cousins, were dancing. Right, we were at my house, our house. We were dancing to James Brown, right? And one of the aunts walked in and she says, and I remember this clearly, and Timothy's a sissy. Maybe she thought I didn't hear it. Maybe she thought, I don't know if she knew, I thought I heard it or not. No, I believe that she's not. I think she said it to another adult. They already knew it. But I wasn't about to come out at 8 years old. At some point, wait a minute, I'm off topic already. Anyway, it was already obvious. It was already to people close to me. They already kind of knew that I was gay. Now they chose to stay in denial. My mother would say when I came out at 19 years old, she would say, "Oh, I never knew. I had no idea. How in the hell you living in the house with your own child, and you have not picked up on this yet?" They choose to stay in the closet about it, you know, deny it. But I think most people close around me had already suspected I was gay long before I came out, right? So when I came out at 19 years old. I moved. I didn't come out in Indianapolis. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, right? Now I don't give a damn who suspected anything of me. I was not about to come out at 19 in Indianapolis. I wasn't going to do it. I was not sure of any of the relationships that I would lose in my family. I was not sure that I wanted to be the elephant in the room by being the only gay person in a huge family. I don't know. It just didn't work for me there. The moment I touched down in Los Angeles, I was out. I remember how freeing it was to be bottling, having these secrets for a lifetime. I mean, how much lifetime do you have at 19? But I certainly kept it a secret because I knew right when that auntie knew, I knew. That's probably why I heard her. It's probably why my ears picked it up because I knew. Living a lie, always making up stories about girlfriends, lying, mentioning some woman's breast, which I know I had no interest in that whatsoever, just to fit in, right? So when I got to Los Angeles, that was so freeing. I was so happy to be just to be out. Now I was homeless and all that, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I was finally being myself around other people like myself. Uh, right now, I live in San Francisco. It wasn't an accident. It's a choice. I enjoy being around other gay people, but it's not everyone's experience. Now, here, being gay really does mean almost nothing because half the people here are gay. And I live in Castro. I live in the Beauce Triangle. Castro's across the street, so Castro. Every other person is gay, and the further you go in, everybody's gay. So for me, I've just been free since 19 years old. That's what drew me to California. That's the only reason I came here, really. I mean, I had other excuses. Oh, I want to go and be in show business and all that kind of bullshit. I knew why I wanted to be in California, and so it was inconceivable for me to be in the closet. However, up until recently, people in the military, they be out, they get thrown out of the service. There are many jobs still, right now. People will look at you differently, treat you differently if they know you're gay. There are, if you're, let's say you want to run for something, very few people who run for office outside of California, maybe New York City, are out. Makes sense. Not that they can't be out. They ain't no law that's restricting them to be out, but just by the way people are. They're not going to vote a gay person in. I know it happened in Texas recently, and I know it's happened in California several times. But in a general way, you're going to be in politics, hold some office, you can't be out. So far, things are slowly changing, but it is a slow crawl. Okay, so the hell am I talking about? Oh, should everybody come out? It should be a personal choice. If people want to tell you, they can tell, even when, though it's very obvious to everyone around you, it doesn't make a difference until you say, I'm gay, publicly. That's a special moment. Comes to some people early in life. I was fortunate in that way. Some people, they're just born into it. They don't have much choice but to be out because of the mannerism, the things that go into making, creating, being who they are. It's not a decision they make ever. But I don't know. I think people should allow people to come out when they want to. Look at that Kris Jenner. Some people will say, well, you live your whole life as an athlete, a heterosexual man, or at least they have the appearance. Why come out at all as a transgender person? I mean, why do it? I know people here who are, they transition this late 50s, 60 years old. Why do it? Because it's so important to finally be free to be who you are. To not have to hide. To not have to dodge questions. It is very freeing. To not have to people constantly questioning you because they're always going to be curious. As long as is there you're a suspect, people always going to want to know. You know, so that's the choice you have to make for yourself. Do I want to live this way for the rest of my life, or I'm constantly going through this, or do I want to just be myself? And the truth will make you free. But it's your truth. People should be allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do. Yes, in a perfect world, everybody would be out. It just wouldn't be an issue. Perfect world. You want to be in church business, especially. A lot of people are ambitious in church, very ambitious, but they know if they come out of this, that's going to tank. That all opportunities are going to be limited. Oftentimes, the church people are not even going to accept you. That's just the way they are. That's something you're going to have to deal with. If they can find any evidence of you saying that you are gay, they can deal with it as long as you keep it in the closet. Even though everyone in the world might know the truth, you can't say it. The moment you say it, you've ended your career in ministry. Many places, most places. I'm fortunate here. All our ministry, we're all out of the closet. I don't think we even have people who are members there who aren't out. Maybe they're out on their job or something like that. Just depends on what you want to do. Do you, is what I say. I used to think everybody should come out. Remember one of Harvey Milk's famous speeches. Harvey Milk was the first gay supervisor in San Francisco. He said everybody should come out. And in a general way, part of us feels that way. Everybody should just be out. And then you're going to realize how normal it is to be homosexual. It's not an oddity. It's normal. It's all over you, all around you. But things are changing. I mean, if you go to most of these cities, medium-sized cities and so forth, they got gay communities. Most of them have gay parades and so forth. Where people are out. I didn't choose to go that route. I didn't feel free till I was away from everybody who knew me, all my family. I wanted to start a new, fresh me. This is who I am. So anyway, I'm not going to go into why I was inspired to do this video, but I think we need to just not judge people, let people make their own decisions. People come out different ages. Cooper, Don Lemon. People, I watch a lot of news, so forgive me for that. But now they're all out. I mean, there's so many of them out of the closet now in that industry. It only started a few years ago when they started doing it. Even though people say he sure talks gay or whatever, nobody came out. Now they do. Now they even have weddings, and now they're even legally married. So it's becoming easier and easier just to tell the truth. And I think the truth should mean something. I think the truth should mean something. See, like all these church folks, they still talking about it's a choice. What sense does that make? I'm a heterosexual man, so one day I just make a decision. I want to suck a dick instead. I want to suck another. I have no attraction to a man. Why would I make a choice then to do the things that we do? You know, the natural for us, unnatural for them. It's a ridiculous stance, but so many people in this country still have that stance. It's a choice. You made a choice to be gay. It's stupid. But it's only stupid because we so many of us are in the closet. Anyway, I know I went rang around the rosy with this one. I know I've told them my little prison stories too many times, maybe. But when you got in there, when I got to San Quentin, I used to go to prison all the time. I was a regular. Got there, the people who denied that they were homosexual, even though it seemed that they were homosexual, they didn't just talk about girls in natural conversation. It was always forced. You could tell. Everybody in the prison talked about the people every day. They're all concerned about this person's sexuality. I went there. I was out from the day I hit the yard. Circumstances allowed that in the prisons that I went to. Because there was a lot of gay people there. Because they were gay. Anyway. But no one ever asked me about my sexuality. No one give a shit. It's only the secrecy. I don't know why people feel like they want to know. Let people come out whenever the hell they want to come out. If they never come, you know what? I work at this little coffee shop on Fridays. Today I got to work today. It's a little volunteer job, but it's so interesting to me when I see these old guys moving to San Francisco. Now they didn't raise kids, grandkids, and they coming out in their 60s and 70s. They're so happy. That's all they talk about at the gate. They put their little rainbow shirts on. The things that we did as teenagers, young people, they're doing now. And they're having a ball with it. Finally. Finally, I can tell the truth. So, I'm not going to judge people what they want to do. I know here in San Francisco, I'll give you another example. They have gay police officers. Not police officers you suspect. They have gay, homosexual police officers. I never seen anything like it. Because in Los Angeles, I never saw that. I never, not once. Now, I'm sure they're over there, but police officers did come out. As general rule, I'm sure that's the rule probably with most of this country. I bet you. But here they are. Police officers can arrest you and call you Miss Thing while they're arresting you. And it's fine. So, anyway, there's that. Come out, people, when you're ready. It should be a joyous thing. Freeing thing. Forcing people out is not joyous for them or any. No, don't do that. I don't believe in outing other people. Let people do their own thing. When they come out, it should be a great, great moment in their lives. All right, just a couple thoughts.